Hi everyone and welcome. It is me, Haley of Discourse of a Divine Diva. I am back. It's been a while. Quarantine has been pretty kind of hectic and so I'm finally kind of feeling like myself again, and I thought it would be fun to go ahead and get back into filming. I filmed some outfits. I shot some outfits over the weekend, so that was the first step of kind of getting back to myself and my usual. And so I am glad to see you again, and we're going to unbox Ipsy Glam Bag Plus and Boxycharm. Those are the two subscription boxes that I have left. I unboxed April and May's boxes over on Instagram just to kind of catch up, because when I'm so far behind, I freak out. And that's not good for anyone. So we're going to do things a little bit differently. So I'm going to use all the products in the boxes. Skincare, there's some masks, there's also lip products, there's eye products, there are some cheek products, there's a primer, there's a setting spray, there's a variety of stuff. And you are going to see me use them all. So I've already filmed myself using the cleansers and the eye cream, so all of the skincare is going to be what you see first as me using it, and I think I'll do a voiceover to kind of talk about the product. I think that'll be the easiest way, and then you will come back here and you will get ready with me, and we're going to do my makeup and show you the products, and I'm going to use them in the way that I would normally do my makeup. So I think it'll be really fun. It's a way for me to change things up a little bit. I think it'll be fun for both of us, but let me know what you think about this kind of format in the comments below. And there will also, somewhere down here, there will be the name of the product and the box that they came from, in case you want to know about that. And there'll be links to everything in the description box. So let's get to it. Also, shout out to my friend Jennifer. She made me this shirt as a gift. It says Divine Diva, and the shirt from Old Navy is so comfortable. It's the Luxe Tunic Tee. It has the elbow sleeves, which I love. But I told her I would wear it for my unboxing, and I'm so excited because it's so sparkly and so pretty, and I wanted to show it off to you guys. I love my friend Jennifer. She's a jewel. So that's where I got my tea. I'm so excited. The Pearless Blue Lotus 4-in-1 cleansing milk is a typical cleanser like consistency. It removes makeup, tones, and soothes. It is sulfate free, paraben free, and all of that other stuff. It does have blue lotus, soy milk, whole oat, and white tea. I love Pearless and this particular line, the 4-in-1 line, as well. I have different blue lotus like moisturizers and eye creams and all of that stuff, so I really love Pearless. The Kylie Skin Foaming Face Wash is supposed to be nourishing with kiwi seed, vitamin C, and E. It has a very traditional soapy scent to me, so I'm not too fond of that. But I do like foaming face washes. I have one from a different brand that I'm using right now, and it's pretty good. I don't know if I would reach for this all the time unless I run out of the one I have, but it didn't feel drying. It still felt hydrating and not like it was necessarily stripping my skin, but my skin felt really clean. The Tula Skincare Glow and Get It Cooling and Brightening Eye Balm. It has probiotics in it. It's supposed to hydrate, cool, and fill in the look of fine lines and wrinkles. And it is formulated without all kinds of crappy things that you don't want in your stuff. It does have a nice cooling effect that I felt probably like 10 minutes after I put it on. It does feel really hydrating, and I do like the kind of stick roll-on application of it. These two sheet masks are by Hana Lee, which is from Hawaii. They are face sheet masks One is a pear one and one is pineapple. So they are loaded with noni fruit extract, which provides skin with essential fatty acids needed to be its happiest and healthiest. The pear hydrates, but it is supposed to be super moisturizing without clogging pores or feeling thick and heavy. And the pineapple one is for dullness and dark spots, so it's brightening. I thought they were really comfortable to wear. They didn't particularly smell fruity, but they didn't smell bad either. And both my husband and my skin felt really hydrated, and they felt really nice. So I hope you appreciate our goofiness. And he always has a hard time opening those masks, I swear. All right, now that you've seen all the skincare, I am going to start doing my makeup. So I'm gonna get my hair out of my way first. I am moisturized, my hair is out of my way, and we are going to start in the order in which I typically do my makeup. Not every product is from the boxes, and I'll talk to you about what is. And I'm just gonna do my makeup like regular. I have some stuff to film after this, so I want to look decent, and we'll get to it. First up in our makeup routine is primer, and this one comes from Ipsy. It is the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Luminizing Primer. I haven't taken it out of the box because I actually own it, and I use it kind of on the regular. I think it's better in wintertime, but anyway, it is a luminizing primer, so it does have those luminescent qualities, but it's pretty subtle to me. It's not gonna make you crazy glowy. It does have a traditional like moisturizer consistency, so I'm gonna put some on. All right, so I don't know if you saw an extra glow. To me, it is more noticeable in like the high points of your face, but it's not glittery at all. There is just like a nice luminescence about it, but it's very subtle. It is a little thicker, and for me, I have really oily skin, so I have to be careful about this kind of consistency. I think it's really, really great in the winter time. I haven't used it in a while because it has been hot and sweaty, and well, I haven't really gone anywhere. So I haven't really been doing my makeup all that often. But it's good in the winter time. I did wear it to go to the doctor a few weeks ago, and I didn't feel like it was great under the mask. I need a more hardcore primer to wear the mask and all of that. And in the summertime, and especially with my oily skin, it tends to get more slippy and oily for me. But in the wintertime, it's great. And I love the luminescent quality of it. You know, even on its own, if you're not someone who regularly wears makeup, I think a product like this is really great for just like putting that extra little glow on your face without even adding all the makeup and stuff. So anyway, I recommend it. It's something I already use, and I'm glad I got it in my Ipsy. All right, one of the products that was in Boxycharm is the Smashbox setting spray, but I'm introducing it to you now because I like to use setting spray before I do my makeup. I think doing it before and after really makes the makeup stay and gives you that extra little kind of armor against the elements, against a lot of face touching, against the mask, whatever it is. I just think it helps the makeup stay much better. It feels good. It doesn't have a crazy scent. I have used the Smashbox setting spray before, and for me, it didn't really stand up to like the Urban Decay ones. I have a NYX one that I've been using that I love so much. So I'm excited to try it today and give it a little test run and see if it's maybe a new formula, maybe they changed it, I don't know. But it's been a really long time since I used it, so I want to try it again. I'm going to do my foundation, and which is technically my concealer. If you haven't used the Shape Tape concealer from Tarte, I definitely recommend it. I got it on a whim because I'm late and I heard lots of people talk about it. But they had like the perfect color for me, and I was blown away because I had been using a foundation where I had to buy 2 foundation colors and mix them, and it's expensive and it's time consuming. So I was really excited to find this. It stays really well under the mask. This is pretty much all I've been using for my foundation this year. I don't remember when I bought this, but it was sometime in March. And so this has been my everything. And it doesn't really come off with the mask on, so that's really helpful. I'm gonna do this part of my makeup routine and speed through it really fast because we don't have any other base products in the box, and then we'll get to all the fun color stuff. I tend to conceal my face first. Usually I have a lot of redness and irritation on my neck from shaving my face, and I just have to add a little bit of extra there to cover things up. And then I will kind of put it all over my face, the concealer, and use it as a foundation. A little goes a long way. It is really full coverage. It does dry down pretty fast, so I do like to work with it in a faster fashion, or even like sections of my face if I can. I was going to be pretty quick today, so I am not too worried about it. I feel like I look really ghostly pale in the in the mirror, but I look normal in this light, just for the record. All right, after concealer slash foundation, I go in with my cream contour. This is just a ColourPop concealer that I use. I know that they've changed their colors after I bought this. This is Deep Tan 55. It lasts me a really long time. I just use my foundation brush to blend the contour in. I think it helps it. You can always get a brush with nothing on it to further blend that out. I think that really helps add color to the skin, and of course do our contour. And I generally like to push up, don't really want to bring it down, if you can help it. I think if you bring it too far up, it's going to look funky, so just make sure you blend all of it back. All right, before we get to the powder, this Laura Geller Eye, Lip, and Cheek Trio. It's a cream to powder formula. This came in Boxycharm, and it is a really pretty, you know, what it says, like a highlight, a bronzer, and a blush. They are really pretty. They do have a very kind of creamy, light texture. I'm going to show you a little swatcheroonie there. So I know I said swatcheroonie, sorry. So we're going to apply those before we start to apply our powder products, and I'm gonna clean my fingers. Okay, I need my mirror closer, so I did put stickers on the back just for you guys. So do I have a brush? I think I'll use, this is the Ipsy, no, it is It Cosmetics foundation brush. I'm gonna use that for this cream stuff. I don't normally, ooh, that's dark. That is too dark for me. Ooh, I don't normally use like cream products in this way. That's very dark. I think that's very noticeably dark. It didn't look that dark, I think, as a swatch, but it is, so we're just gonna blend that out. Anyway, I normally don't use a lot of cream products because my skin is oily, and I feel like it just adds to the oiliness and it can be a thing. We'll just go very slightly over my contour with this, just to add a little color to the face. I mean, straight up, it was very pigmented and way more pigmented than I thought it was gonna be. My goodness. All right, so that's what I'm comfortable adding. It feels good. It doesn't feel greasy or anything. It does tend to dry down pretty fast. Like, it does just feel like my face, you know, my foundation. So let's go ahead and add some blush and the highlight, and then we'll add a little powder and all of that jazz. So I'm going to go in with just a stippling kind of brush. This is the Royal and Lane Nickel Duo Fiber. And we're just going to add some color. I'm starting not to look so pale. That's nice. I think that's really pretty. It has a really natural glow to it. I'm just gonna kind of go back over the edges, especially with this, to kind of blend it in. But I think it's really, really pretty. And it does just look kind of part of your skin, which is what I love about cream products. They tend to melt into the skin better, and I think they look a lot more natural. Again, it feels good. It feels like it's dried down already. And it has a really pretty color to it. Like, it's gorgeous to me. There is kind of a gold sheen in it, almost like, I want to compare it to NARS Orgasm, where it is that, let's see if you can, oh, you can't see that close. Where it is like a peachy pink color, but it's got that gold reflect. Maybe you can see it there. Now let's do the highlighter. Yeah, I think our finger's gonna be the best. That would be my dog whining because he hears something going on in the rest of the house. But my husband is on a work call / meeting. So they're with me. Such is quarantine life, right? So this is really pretty. Look, I see that you can see that glow. It's really pretty, but it does have like little chunks of glitter, it looks like, or maybe it's just the sheen in my pores and little fine lines. So I'm not like a huge fan of cream highlighters for that reason, because they tend to have more glitter particles, and those can like settle in, especially in this area of my face. So I don't generally use cream highlighters. It has a pretty glow to it though. Like, you can't deny that. Maybe I'll use a little bit on my eye when we're doing my eye makeup. So anyway, I really, really like this blush though. That is definitely something that I will use again. Now I'm going to set my face with powder. I am using the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder under my eyes. I celebrated my 40th birthday here over quarantine. It was in May. So, you know, it's something, all right. All right, then I'm going to go in with my Thrive Cosmetics powder. Usually I use Laura Mercier, but I decided to change it up a bit. And I'm just going to use a damp sponge to put that all over my face, and I'm trying not to make a mess on this black shirt. I think this particular powder has like a really nice finish to it, but I don't think it sets my makeup quite like the Laura Mercier powder. but it does, it's very finely milled. It feels really nice. I don't necessarily think I need more bronzer, but I'm gonna go in with my Makeup Revolution bronzer, just to kind of look slightly normal. Okay, I feel good about that. Then I'm going to add the contour portion of this. This is Bahama Mama by The Balm. I use it as my contour, and I have this great complex culture brush that was from a previous, I want to say Ipsy Glam Plus. So let's just contour. All right, I don't want to like full on bake, so I'm just going to use this naked powder brush. It doesn't have any product on it. I'm going to use this to buff all of the powder off my face and make sure everything is kind of cleaned up and blended out and all that good stuff. Wow. Okay. This is usually the time after I do my powder where I add a lip gloss. This one is a Dermalect Pharmaceuticals Smooth Lip Volumizer. I don't think it does any volumizing, but it feels nice and cool and tingly, and it keeps my lips really hydrated when I do my makeup. So that's where that comes in. All right, now it is eyebrow time, and I like the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I use the color medium brown, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do my brows. Then I'm going to go in with my IT Cosmetics brow powder. I find that this step just kind of blends my pencil out and gives me a softer look, and it also kind of sets the pencil so my brows last all day, which is what I want them to do. Like once I put my makeup on, I don't want it to go anywhere. Then I'm going to go in with my Milk Kush Brow Gel. This is a fiber brow gel in the color Haze, and for me it is light enough that it kind of lightens my brows and makes them more the color of my hair since I have highlights. This is such a weird setup for me because it's new and I feel like I'm so out of practice as far as filming a video goes, and I keep feeling like I'm forgetting something, and I don't think I am. It's just because we're doing it differently, so hopefully I'm not forgetting something. Alright, so I don't know if you could tell that it lightened my brows, but it did. So I'm going to go back in with the spoolie that's on the pencil and just pull that color through. And blend it a bit more. All right, now we're moving on to the eyes. So I'm going to use my MAC Paint Pot as a primer, and I'm also going to apply my IT Cosmetics Waterproof Gel Liner No Tug. It's got a long ass name. This is the color Black Brown. I'm just going to do it on my waterline, and I will be back in a minute. All right, as promised, I'm going to take that Laura Geller Trio again and go in with the highlight on my brow bone. I'm going to use my finger to just kind of blend it out a little better. All right, now we come to another product. This is the Laura Geller Central Park Face, Eye, and Cheek Palette. And this is from Ipsy. So I did get a Laura Geller in both the Ipsy and the Boxycharm. Now this one is a little palette that has 4 eyeshadows here. These 3 are mattes, and this one is a shimmery copper color. And then we have a more terracotta-y blush, and then a very dark, for me, bronzer slash maybe highlight. I don't know. It's very shiny. I could probably use it as an eyeshadow as well, so that would be cool. All right, I'm going to start with the lightest color in this palette. It is called Sheep Meadow. And I'm going to go in, this is actually an It Cosmetics concealer brush, but it's a really fluffy brush that I like to just do an all over color. When you lay a powder down underneath that's like your skin tone or a little bit lighter, it really helps blend out all the powder shadows that you're going to use, and I think it just makes everything look better and softer and all of that. I haven't used Laura Geller eyeshadows before, so this is all new to me. I'm going to go in with a crease brush. This is a Royal Inlay Nickel crease brush with the color right here called Belvedere Castle. And it is kind of a very light brown slash taupey color, so I'm not even sure if it's going to show up on me. I don't know if it does or not. These powders are very dusty, so be prepared to make a mess, but they do feel really smooth, and I'm just gonna like quickly swatch some of these for you. They feel really smooth. They look very pigmented. It's just this particular one doesn't seem to have much of an effect on my particular skin tone. So I'm gonna go in with this, and I am totally making a mess. This color, this terracotta color that I think is a blush, it's called Strawberry Fields. I'm gonna go into it and use it as a crease color, and hopefully it's not too orangey. Oh, see, that looks really pretty to me. So I definitely think it's very faint. Yeah, I mean, it does swatch similarly, at least to me, but it does seem like it's going to be a lot darker when you see it in the pan. But it is like a very soft, pinky, mauve-y color. Ooh, see, did you see that dust kick up? So I would expect to have some fallout at some point here, but it's very, very fine, this powder form of the eyeshadow when it kicks up the dust. So it doesn't look like I have fallout, but we'll have to keep an eye on it. All right. I like to go in with the brush that has the lighter color on it and kind of soften the edges. That looks really pretty to me though. I like that pinkiness. It gives a very like fresh look, I think. All right, next I'm going to go in with this dark color here. It is called Turtle Pond. This is a random brush. And I am going to put it in my corner here and blend it out. Now, I do think these colors are a lot softer than they look in the palette, and particularly this dark brown swatched really dark, but I feel like applied, it's just really, really faint. Which could be good. I mean, if you, especially I feel for people who don't do their makeup that often or very much beginners, these softer colors really can help you learn how to blend and apply, and it's a little more foolproof because you don't have to worry about colors being so pigmented, where you really need to work it in and know what you're kind of doing to blend everything in. So I feel like the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette, it has similar like softer colors to me. I use that one all the time. It's just such a foolproof way to get an eye look done without it being super fussy or super complicated. And the colors are all really easy to blend. And I feel like these have been like super easy to blend, which is awesome. All right, so I'm going to get an angled brush. And I'm going to go into that really dark color, the dark brown, and do these outer under corners of my eye. Again, like, you really don't have to work to blend it out that much, which makes me worry about its staying powder, but it's staying power. Oh my God. But it makes it easy to blend. It gives that nice soft look. I need to do my teeth whitening. So I do like that about it. I'm gonna go back in with Sheep Meadow, which is that light color, and just kind of brighten the inner corner of my eyes. Ta-da! And then I'm gonna go in with Strawberry Fields with the same angled brush, and ooh, that looked real orangey there. Why didn't it apply like that? I'm just gonna kind of blend it in the bottom lash line. Okay. I'm gonna go in with the sort of bronzy color that I showed you. It's called Bethesda Terrace. And I'm just gonna get some on a powder brush. This is a Sigma eye shading brush, E55, if you're writing it down. And I'm gonna go into the inner corner. Now this doesn't seem very pigmented at all, and I didn't bring my Fix Plus to wet this down, so I might use the Smashbox setting spray. It still looks really pretty. It's like a golden shimmery color. Then I'm going to go in with that sparkly coppery color. It is called Cherry Hill. I'm going to go in with that and do this back part of the lid. See that? That's swatched way more pigmented than it's applying. It's a really pretty color. It looks a little bit more rose gold here, but it's like barely there. It's a whisper of a color. So I'm gonna go in back into Bethesda Terrace on my brush, and I'm gonna spray it with the Smashbox setting spray so we can apply this wet. That looks way better. More shiny. If I'm gonna wear shiny, I'm gonna wear shiny, y'all. I'm not trying to not shine. Okay, you see, I think you can see what a difference that made. Clean off my brush. I'm gonna go back into Cherry Hill, which is that coppery color, and we're gonna spray that down with the setting spray and apply. Okay. I think that's pretty good for a blending job. And then I'm going to go back in with the dark brown just to zhuzh the edge here. That's pretty. It reminds me of a firecracker. Alright, then I'm going to go in with the brush that we had the light color on, and I'm just going to go over that part of the lid. Well, it's actually right above the crease, and that helps blend everything a bit better, especially for me with my more hooded eyes. That upper part above the crease can get some sparkles and stuff there because it's part where my lid touches, and doing this step kind of blends everything out. So that's everything in that palette. I'm not even going to, well, yes I am. We're gonna try to use that Strawberry Fields color as a blush. So let me woo-wee. All right, I'm gonna go in with my same blush brush carefully, and we're just gonna add a smidgen of color there. I like to be more blushed than I think most people do, although I think it looks a little more crazy on the camera from my perspective versus in person here. But I think that's a really pretty color. It does have that very natural look to it. It's not too cool toned for my skin, so that's nice. And I'm going to use my powder brush just to kind of buff that in and blend it out. Okay, and then I am going to do my eyeliner. So this is by the brand Araceli, and I believe it was in my Boxycharm, and it is a liquid eyeliner. It is called Ojos Perfectos liquid eyeliner. So it is one of those marker tipped ones, and I'm just going to go over my lash line there. This table is real wiggly. There's a whole thing happening here that you guys can't see, of us trying to get me a tall table for this. This is a very dark black, so I'm going to be as careful as I can. Now with the end, because this feels more wet and I'm not sure how long it lasts or anything because I haven't worn it yet, I'm just going to buff out that edge. And actually you can buff out that whole line if you want to, so it's not just a line. You know what I mean by line, right? So it has a really pretty consistency, and by that I mean it doesn't skip or anything. It's very wet. It applied really evenly. And it seems to be drying down relatively well. Let me do the other side. This is always the part where I usually screw it up and don't get it to look the same. And I do find that if it's a super wet liner, like this one's really wet, it helps to just push it against your lashes till it hits your lid, to try to keep that straight line. See, I messed up that end. So I'm definitely gonna take this brush to try to just give a little flick up there and buff out the rest of that, just because. But I still screwed up that part. Oh well. Yeah, I don't think you can tell. I know it's there, so it bothers me. So that's really pretty. I mean, it's very pigmented. It'll be interesting to see how long it lasts, but so far I like the Araceli too. I'm going to finish up my eyes, which includes my Benefit Brightening Eyeliner in the waterline. And then I will apply my Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. Now I'm going to go in with my Nabla highlighter. This is the Skin Glazing Glass Skin Finish Glow Powder in the color Ozone. Ooh, yes. And I'm going to go in with my Hourglass Ambient Light Powder in Dim Light all over my face. This kind of helps blend everything, tone some stuff down. It gives a nice glow to the face. It blends all the product in. I just think it makes the makeup look better. You don't need a lot of it. It lasts forever. All right, we have two different, well, technically three different lip products. One is by House Labs, which is Lady Gaga's brand. This is a lip gloss in the color Ethereal, and that was from my Ipsy. And then we have from Cab Cosmetics, we have a lip liner and lip gloss set. This is in the color Charming. So these are two things I have never used before. And so this is a really pretty color combination from Cab. I am going to swatch really quick, just to see what everything looks like. Ooh, that is thick. This is some thick ass gloss. Wow. Okay. That is like pigmented gloss. Holy cannoli. All right, we're gonna go in with House Labs, which is a gloss. It's very light and it does have some sparkle to it. So maybe we'll just use all of these. I'll go in with the lip liner first, and then add everything else on top. The lip liner applied really well. It is very smooth. It's a really pretty color. It's definitely a color I would wear. I'm going to clean up my lip a little bit though. I am bummed that it's one you kind of have to sharpen yourself, but it feels really sturdy, and it goes on so smooth. And it's such a it's a gorgeous color. Like I would totally just wear this on its own. All right, I'm gonna go in with that super thick Cab gloss. It is thick and so pigmented. I don't normally, oh, let's see, I messed up. I don't normally wear gloss, just because it's usually so sticky, and I just don't like it sticking to things and making a huge mess, like I have done here just now. See, that just takes like so much of it off. It's a lot of gloss that comes out. It's a pretty color. It feels very hydrating, but it is thick and I'm not used to lip gloss. So I'm gonna go in with the House Labs lip gloss and just do that all over. This one's definitely a thinner consistency, more like a typical gloss. It has a really pretty finish. You can't really see sparkles in it, but it has a nice sheen. It's thinner than the colored gloss, the one from Cab, but it is stickier, whereas the Cab one just had a nice smooth feel to it. The House one is stickier. It just feels a little tacky when my lips touch. Maybe kind of like MAC lip glosses, if you're familiar with how those feel. All right, now I am going to spray my face again with the Smashbox setting spray. And there's our look. I think these are all really wearable products. They look very pretty. I think a lot of them have like a really natural or soft look to them, which is great in the summertime, I think, because you don't want to apply too much makeup when it's all hot outside, and you know, it's easier to have a softer look. It's easier to take care of it, especially during those hot days. The Laura Geller, so I'm not crazy about the sort of cream finish because I don't use it that often, but I think the blush is really, really pretty. And so for those days for me, which are rare, that I'm not doing a lot of makeup, but I need to run to the store or something, I think the blush is awesome. The palette is nice, but I feel like some of the things aren't as pigmented. Like there's an inconsistency to the way that they are pigmented, or the colors, how they swatch versus how they look in the pan, that kind of thing. The shimmer colors definitely needed to be wet down. The mattes were really soft. I do like the finish of them though. I like the way they look, the way they blended together was amazing. So, you know, pros and cons as anything. Of course, I love the primer because I've used that before. And the Araceli eyeliner really stands out to me. I love that I was able to do this a little bit differently for you. And I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about a format like this, and if it's something that you would like to see me do in the future with other boxes. I have everything ready from the July box, and I can film that pretty soon. So let me know what you think. All right, my hair is finally dry. It's kind of a mess, but I love it, and I'm so glad I got a haircut. It was the best day. But anyway, I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you guys soon. Stay sparkly.